Oh yeah.
All right. So me and Luke have been talking about doing this for a long ass time. We just big fans of many podcasts. It's all we really watch at home, that and MMA. So we figured we'd get fucking drunk and see where this thing leads.
We're getting drunk tonight? Nah, we'll see where it goes. Whatever. It's kind of distracting having that screen right here. I'm like,
Is it?
I'm
Yeah, just looking at ourselves.
What?
I'm like, I'm hideous. Dude, the thing is that your beer's half gone. They can't, more than half gone, first of all. And they can't see mine either. It just,
Yeah, because you've been trying to set this whole thing up. And
have you seen how ghetto this shit
and I'm just
was?
like, yeah, the light's on.
There's like,
No, it's off.
we got
It's
like, have you seen how ghetto this shit is? We got every piece of furniture for the whole house is rearranged. Like it's fucked in here. Oh my fucking
We got a
God.
grocery bag tied around a lamp.
We were doing laundry earlier. That shit's probably done down there.
It's probably all stolen. And
Yeah, all your
everything.
whites are probably fucked up.
Yeah, I don't have any whites left.
They're all browns
Yeah.
now. Why'd they get all like that again?
The dryers are fucked up there. There's chewed up gum inside of the dryer. And I didn't notice that because I didn't think I'd have to check for fucking chewed up gum in a dryer. But
Do you think that's why it's brown though, or do you think it's because you washed it and some that was fucking brown?
the first time I thought it was my fault. I noticed a stain on my sheet. And I didn't think anything of it because I had new sheets anyway that I wanted to use.
Mhm.
But then the second time, I did all my white shirts. It looked like someone spilled motor oil all over them.
Dude, all right. To be honest, like we live in an apartment complex. We have free laundry. It's like a big room with just a bunch of washers and dryers, and fucking. So you heard his story, but mine. I found a condom in the washer one time, and I truly don't know if it was fucking mine or not, and it was definitely used. So I mean, I just got a napkin, threw that shit out, and I mean, I'm sad to admit this. I wore all those. I didn't rewash them or nothing. I fucking wore them bitches.
I mean, hey, it was clean.
Oh.
Wasn't
Just
dirty.
fucking blow that fucker out, put her on, wrap her again, hung it up to dry so I could use it. It could have been mine. I don't know. It looked like my brand, you know.
But out like that? You think you just...
What are you saying? I don't get no ass?
No, I'm just saying, like,
I ain't getting no ass on.
you like shot it and missed your garbage can went to your laundry basket.
You ever just flip the fucker on?
Flip
Well,
it.
I don't have a garbage can in my
You mean,
room.
Like,
Maybe it like fucking. No, dude. Like I don't know. I don't have a garbage can. Like you ever just put it back in the package? You don't do that.
no.
What the fuck, dude? I thought I was gonna throw it out later or something. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not mine. Maybe I did throw it out. I don't know.
The times I've used condoms, like...
You
it's
say that
probably-
like it's been very few and in between.
Out of all the times I've ever had sex, probably 20% of the time.
That you've had a condom on?
Yeah.
You're a father for sure.
No, I'm not.
You're toast dead.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
That explains the excessive beer drinking in the middle of the day. It's like 4 o'clock. You're drinking a beer with like
I'm just...
any meal, anything you eat, you drink with. I notice. Like I can't do that. I can't like
What do you
eat.
mean, though?
Like when I eat food, like I can't drink a beer. Like it just doesn't taste good to me. I don't know why.
I know what you mean, and a lot of times I'll stop drinking and I'll get a Diet Coke. But when I go out to a restaurant...
No,
I'm
dude.
like-
I was gonna say like every time we go out to eat, you're just drinking a beer no matter what.
Don't
Like,
you,
whether
though?
No, after. If I order one, the only thing I drink when I eat is like water, soda, or fucking a Bloody Mary. I don't know. I just think a Bloody Mary goes really well with like. Because every time we go out, like I try and get something like I don't know, something I never cook for us here, like hamburger or steak sandwich or something like that. So just it always goes really good together, you know.
Yeah, but when I'm going out to eat, I like to relax. That's why I like to have a beer. Plus,
So
you're kind of into
back to the
alcohol.
dad thing. This is not bad. Like I don't remember this being that good.
Yeah,
Like, this is actually really good. Moose head, by the way.
Your fridge kind of... It makes it so cold to the point where it loses a little flavor. Like if you try one of the Bud Lights in there, it tastes fucking awful.
Either way.
When I came home in the middle of my domino shifts to drink those beers,
Yeah, because
it
like
tasted terrible.
when you get things colder, that they don't have as much flavor. That's why like a warm beer tastes fucking terrible most of the time because like that's the full flavor of it. It's a full brunt.
But I mean, those Bud Lights taste like water. Like water that you can taste like the metal of the pipe in.
I think it's just
that's
fucking,
a pretty good description if you want to go try one.
some Flint, Michigan water bottled and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked, dude. So we moved normal what 3 months ago.
Month and a half.
That's it. Why would we pay rent 3 times?
August 17th is when we moved in, and it is now October 3rd. So probably just over a month and a half.
We paid rent 3 times though.
Yeah, how does that fucking work? We had to pay for August, which was bullshit.
Our fucking AC is still broke. Like everything, the longer we live here, the more shit is fucked up here. Like it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, and they came to our door. It's like, what's making you hold off on your decision about refinancing? It's like, you really want me to tell you everything? I think you know. It's like, by the way, there's 2 lights out.
I've literally gone in the office, sat there, and bitched them out. They're like, how'd you do? I'm like, actually fucking terrible. I can't sleep at night because it's so fucking hot in my room. This, that, our mailbox is broken. This, that, and the other thing. They're fucking like, oh, we're so sorry. I'm like, where's my fucking $200 gift card too, motherfucker? You promised that. I check my email every day for that shit, Luke. Every fucking day.
I've been checking too, and it's not there.
Yeah, it's not there. And I keep, like, I call them up sometimes. Hey, still didn't get that shit. Swing by, you know what I'm saying, doing a little long laundry.
Well, because you got to think, at least 90% of the people living here gave up on those Incenco gift cards.
Incenco, they're probably not even a real company, man. But to slap the goofy out that bitch in the office, I'm not gonna lie.
Is that technically fraud if they say they're gonna give us something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
like, is our lease null and void? Let's go talk to a fucking lawyer.
Yeah.
They might know.
I have a lawyer.
Do you?
No.
What the fuck? I was like, damn, dude. I literally thought you were like a better person for having a lawyer, and I didn't. I don't know, like, just like when someone's like, I'll talk to my lawyer about this. Like, damn, this boy got a lawyer. I barely got a doctor, son. Like,
I wish I had a lawyer.
I've never consecutively gone to like the same eye doctor even. Like, I've never like twice in a row gone to the same eye doctor. I may have gone to the same business, but like I've not had like a consistent eye doctor my whole life. It's different every time.
I haven't had a primary care physician in a very long time.
Maybe that's why you're falling apart, bro. New joint aching every week and shit.
This is bad genes. You know what's a miracle is that I'm actually 5'8". My dad's 5'5", 5'6". My mom's 5'3".
Really? Yeah, I think
it's a miracle.
Yeah,
that I'm actually this
no,
tall.
I think that's about. Well, my mom's a little taller than my dad. I think my dad's like 5'5", 5'6", and my mom's like 5'7". My mom's a scary bitch though. So.
What?
My mom's a scary bitch though. Every time I get in the conversation about moms, like the story I boast about my mom the most is like when I was a kid. I can't remember who told me the story, but they're like, "Man, your mom's crazy." I'm like, I know. They're like, "No, that bitch is crazy, dude."
You told me this one.
Okay, he's like, one time, you know, we're at a bar or a party, and this guy started saying some shit. Your mom just hit him once. Dude went blind for 6 fucking months. All right.
6 months.
6 months of blindness from one whack of the rearden. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's just scary, man. That shit was haunting me and shit. I don't want to be a bad kid. Like, I still can't look my mom in the eye and lie. So I'm scared I'm gonna get one of them.
Is he still alive?
I don't know, dude. But she did tell me like years down the road, they'd seen each other at a bar, and he literally fucking ran out. He's like,
How'd you feel about your mom if you knew that she punched someone and they ended up dying from it?
Death? Dude, I would not fuck with my mom, dude. I'm not gonna lie. She's scary. I've heard a ton of crazy stories about my mom. You have any crazy stories about your mom?
I mean, they don't always show her in the most flattering light, so I'll hold off on it.
Yeah, I made my mom sound real good. I'm like, yeah, punch a dude in the face, made him fucking blind. She's a great woman, trust me. Oh shit, dude. I could not. Can you imagine, like, I'd feel so guilty if I did that, like, just seeing, like, made them blind. Like, punching someone's one thing, but then, like, punching them so hard they went blind. Like, imagine if you've seen them with the fucking eye. The fucking eye patch on and shit, all fucked up.
Dude, no joke. I have nightmares of like getting into fights and accidentally killing someone and going to prison. I'm really afraid of that.
Whoa.
Not that I know how to fight, but if it
You look straight in the camera. That's not something you announce. You always play the card that like, dude, he might have a sleeper on him or something.
But I have a lot of dreams about going to jail.
Really?
A lot.
Maybe it's just a huge fear of yours.
And they're always
that sucks so bad.
For some reason, they're always like 4-month sentences in my jail.
4 months? That's not even that bad, dude.
It's
I feel like I could skate by on a 4-month, you know what I mean?
It's not bad, but like I've been having some like stressful dreams.
Dude, I have been too. Dude, like I've been having a lot of fucking nightmares. I can't lie. I think it has to do with our AC being so fucked up and waking up in cold sweats every night. Dude, I'm literally soaked from my neck down to my belly button every fucking day I wake up, and I'm getting sick of that shit. And they gave us this fucking tinfoil fucking soup can AC to fucking hold us over, and that shit ain't working.
I mean, it's kind of nice.
And then we got like, you know, those professional maintenance guys that every apartment complex has, like the guys that like know nothing about maintenance at all. Like they YouTube everything before they walk in the door. Like nice fucking dudes, but like goddamn, like we got actually like when we first moved in, our fucking oven stopped working. They gave us this one. Now half the burners don't fucking work unless they're on high. But either way, these motherfuckers were carrying a stove in. They dropped that shit. Like they were taking it down. They were not being gentle. They're like, yeah, we're gonna use that as parts. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, I remember they said they knew what was wrong with it, and then they're just like, yeah, we're gonna use it as parts. And then when our AC went out, it was smoking in here like bad. Like I was home all day the day it went out, and I thought I seen something, but like sometimes my glasses are dirty. I thought it was some fog in my fucking glasses. Luke comes home from fucking work. He's like, is there fucking smoke in here? He's like, did you burn something? I'm like, no. You smell that weird smell though? He's like, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, like metallic burning.
I just had that fan cranking. We call him, we're like, yeah, dude, the Freon's probably out, bro. Fucking go in there. Like, the entry to the furnace is right in my room, so there's like a door to it. Like, they're like, yeah, that thing's fucked. It's gonna be a while till it gets fixed. I was like, all right. I went in there. Everything's taken a fucking part. Wires hanging, like, just totally unprofessional. Like, and then I see these motherfuckers building fences and shit. I'm like, where's my fucking AC, man?
They have no idea.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime you ask anyone around here anything, they just do not fucking know or care.
But I feel like those guys, like, Campus Point is using them as, like, the scapegoat.
Yes,
because, like, they seem really nice.
Hey, yeah, they do seem nice. I mean, they straight pull up.
I feel like they're just like, hey, tell them this.
Whoa.
Like, I'm sorry.
No. Oh, my God.
What happened?
Because I got noticed. Alright, so we obviously have no idea what the fuck we're doing, and the mic just went out for no reason. So it's probably going to be like a minute of talking with no video. So, sorry, I guess.
Yeah, these things happen.
Do you remember what the hell we were talking about?
Nah, doesn't matter. We were bitching about our apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
fucking shitty maintenance guys.
Yeah,
they're sketchy. That was the gist of that. So how do you like it out here so far?
I like it. It's been stressful for me just because I'm back. I work at Domino's and it's back. Yes, please. And it's back to the corporate bullshit grind. I've met some really cool people out here, but I can't stand doing that kind of work anymore. But other than that, I love being surrounded by people who are my age, and I feel happier down here.
Yeah, I really like it down here too. I mean, I've moved around a lot, and the older I get, the more I didn't want to be in a small town as much anymore. Like, it's not that I didn't love every single person and I don't miss all my friends there. It's just like I need something a little bigger. I want to see what is out there. You know, I worked at the same place for so long. Both of us did. Like, just fuck. I just need something new, and I don't regret moving at all. I mean, I had my struggles, but
every time we go out, you're like, hey, it's you. Hey, I know this from Morris, from fucking Coal City High School or wherever the fuck.
It's because I moved around so much, though, I think.
I know, you know so many people, and like, I'm like the exact opposite. I don't know anybody. We saw that girl at Walmart that I grew up with. I wouldn't say hi to her.
Yeah, I know. We walked, literally, she was inches away from us, and he just looks at me, he's like, for once, I actually know someone. I was like, did you say hi? He's like, fuck no. I was like, what? Why didn't you say hi? He's like, we didn't like each other. Like, we weren't friends. Like,
does high school feel like it was so long ago for you? Like ages ago? Like,
I mean,
it does
if I think back on it, it's like, whoa, that was a long ass time ago. But I mean, like, I have such vibrant and good memories in there that like I miss high school sometimes. I miss a lot. What I miss is like every day, no matter what, sitting down with your friends and eating lunch, like, and just talking to each other, even if it was for 30 minutes. I really miss that. Like, I wish I could do that now. Like, I wish all my friends didn't have a conflicting schedule and one lives over here and one works over there and this, that, and the other. I think, I mean, not like all my friends every day, but like, you know, just a couple of my friends having lunch sometimes. Like, I wish I could do that more.
That's true. One of my biggest regrets in life is, I heard that.
Oh, did it snap?
No. You're
I
good.
taste blood, but I think it's the fucking lid of this.
Anyways.
What's your regret in life? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
One of my biggest regrets in life is, like I've had a back injury for a very long time, legitimate back injury, but during high school I used it to like get out of school and to not go.
Oh, dude, I remember this. See, I was gonna bring this up actually when we were talking about school. It's like, didn't you homeschool for a while?
A very long time.
I remember that, like, because like the way I actually met Lucas was through our friend Ryan. Like, they had been best friends for a long time, and Lucas lived about 15 minutes from where we did, so he was like, you know, I'll meet my friend Lucas. Instantly clicked, bro. Instant. I'll never forget, like, me, Brandon, and Ryan all came to your fucking house, and I swear to God, you will fucking deny this shit, but Brandon took a Miller Lite this is before they switched back to the white cans, or 2 white cans, I don't know, I don't fuck with Miller, so I don't know, but he drank a Miller fucking Light on your couch in the basement while we were playing World at War Call of Duty. How old were we? 14, we had to be 14.
And I can swear to you that it was a Bud Light because my real dad, that's what he drank was Bud Light.
But that, for some reason, you had
Alan,
Miller.
my stepdad, he drinks Miller Lite.
Dude, I'm telling you, I remember the can, bro. We've been fighting about this shit for years, right?
It's just one of those, like, I know. Like,
Dude, I know. I seen that shit with my fucking eyes, bro.
Yo, like, I know.
When I'll go, you're like, yo, man. Calm down there. Calm down, you're getting antsy.
I know I drink a lot. I know my memory's pretty shit. That's the one thing I can say
That's the one thing we have in common.
Because we were 14 years old, and, like, you know, my mom and dad were still together.
Yeah.
So, and my dad always, since the time I could remember, drank Bud Light.
I remember your mom had that SUV that, like, every time we got in it, she was like, fucking Robbie blew my fucking right speaker out with his death metal. Like, I can still remember, like, the setup of your basement. Like, if you went in from outside, it was the stairs down and then the stairs up.
Yeah.
And then you went and there was a couch and the TV on the right side of the stairs. The left was the fridge. Some of the fucking pool table with was that a Miller Lite sign?
Bud Light. No, it was Bud Light for sure.
Then your brother had, I don't know if it was your brother or you had that heavy bag.
That was our, I don't know, it was just
Your dad was hitting the heavy bag when you were young?
Dude, we would work out all the time when we were, like,
Really?
younger. Yeah, my dad would work out all the time. We would just, like, we'd fuck around.
Yeah, he did have quite a bit of shit down there.
Yeah, we had a bunch of workout equipment.
Yeah.
We had our own, like, mini gym.
Yeah,
it was better
I do
than that
remember.
Anytime Fitness down there. Seriously, we had a stationary bike. We had a treadmill. We had, like, a whole, like, machine where, like, you know.
Oh yeah, like the Bowflex shit,
Yeah,
the lat pull downs and
We
shit
had
on
a
there.
bench and.
Yeah, I do remember all that shit, like in the right corner, like like behind the couch. You guys had like one of those L sections.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember. I just loved going to your fucking house though. Like I remember that. Like I don't
Dude.
know why, because we always just chilled in the fucking basement. Like me and Ryan's asses were in duplexes, sledding down his fucking stairs and shit.
Dude, I had so much fun in my basement. Like, I just remember growing up as a young kid. It was like the place where like everyone wanted to hang out because we had like, you know, pool tables. We had the video games, workout shit. We had an air hockey table. We had a bunch.
Oh yeah,
of
you did
shit.
have an air
We had
hockey
a
table.
foosball table.
Did you?
Yeah, we had
I
a
don't remember that.
shuffleboard table.
A shuffle? How big was his basement? I can't remember. That shit went a mile long.
Dude, we would remember ripsticks.
Yeah.
We would ride around and have races
Dude,
in my basement.
I was always so jealous when I seen people with that shit because I could never get it down, bro. Ever.
They were dumb.
Dude, every time I got on that motherfucker, I wiped out, you know?
Dude, I saw someone on a ripstick on campus the other day. I just wanted to know, like, you fucking...
Yeah, I seen like at least 45-plus-year-old man. What, were you with me when this happened? On the hoverboard, dude, texting on his phone. I I want that kind of money. Where like I'm that old, but I still have enough money to keep up with the fucking trends and shit. Like it just looks so, I don't know why. Like I was so used to seeing like 14, 15, 20-year-olds ride that shit. This motherfucker 45 plus riding that shit in style.
Okay, have you noticed people on longboards with motors and they have the little remote control?
Yeah, dude.
I see those everywhere.
Fuck, I can't remember his name. A kid on my Snapchat has a Lane's brother. Can't remember his name, but fucking dude, it looks dope. Like it has like a little like fucking it goes around your finger for the accelerator, dude, and you just charge it. It looks fucking sick, dude. They go like 20 or 40 or something. 40, I don't know about that. Like 20, I think.
They drive them on the street.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy. Maybe it is 40 then. I don't know. Can you imagine wiping out on one of those though?
I think they're dumb.
Why?
Because like, why would you get a longboard with a motor? Like, what is the point? You're just to me like hoverboards are stupid too.
The freedom of the longboard, the wind in your hair, without the effort. You could still push it, I guess, like if it ran out. But maybe it's like you're going far, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
maybe you go for a long hoverboard ride and you want to get back home.
But that's, again, you use longboards for that.
Yeah, but it's not the quickest way. Plus, you can't fucking push off 20 miles per hour.
But
you know what I mean?
If you catch some downhills, like some...
Yeah, but we live in Illinois.
But they don't have to be that far downhill. Just like an incline down.
Really?
You can go fast as fuck. Ask Robbie, he's wiped out and fucked himself up pretty bad.
Yeah, the fucking... What did he do to his hand that one day? We came home drunk as hell from fucking... what was it? Sidelines? And his ass was like, hey, Benny, look at this shit. Hand fucked. It was so fucked. It was a thumb. Was it his thumb?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was like so fucked up. Oh, it was fucking grotesque. It looked like he put that shit in a fucking meat grinder.
Well, what he did is he got mad at my mom for some reason. He took the box spring in his room and just like went to slam it down, but like somehow it like came apart or something, or like when it hit the ground it came apart and the metal just sliced like a knife.
No. Like a knife. Oh, dude, I can't with that shit, dude. I cannot handle that shit.
I still have pictures.
Show the camera. Show the camera. Show the camera.
It's gonna be far on down the line, but...
See, we gotta get a setup where this fucking computer screen isn't in the way.
We need some of those ergonomic chairs.
Yeah. Yeah, my fucking back. I have a 90-degree back right now. I'm like...
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, by the way. Peep the sweater. Tradition.
229.
Tradition when Connor fights. Tradition.
Where the Irish at?
We're throwing a...
Oh, lordy.
Oh my god, dude. It's in half. It's in half, dude. Oh my fucking god. Good? Yeah, it should. Oh my fucking god. Is that your mom in the back?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Even though he was fighting with my mom, she still took him to the emergency room.
Well, of course. What the fuck?
He can drive, especially
like that,
being
bro.
a fucking...
Who's driving? If your finger, oh my fucking god! If your shit looks like that, I ain't driving, bro. I'm calling you. I'll pay the fee, bro. I ain't driving. You're gonna have to wrap a whole motherfucking bed sheet around that thing. It'd be gushing blood and shit.
I think the only reason why she drove him was because he was like drinking.
That's why that shit looked like a bloodbath right now, dude. That shit was fucked up, man.
It was.
I ain't never slamming a fucking box screen, that's for sure.
Did he deserve it?
Probably.
A little bit, but...
That's fucked up. I don't remember it being in half like that. Like, not like in half like this. Like, from here, in half. Oh my
He almost
God.
lost his thumbprint.
What? I mean, that could come in handy.
Yeah.
And that's like, yeah, who cares? You don't need to use your thumb. Use your left hand for it on the iPhone. Probably has Android anyways, huh?
Some cheap burner phone.
It's some burner phone. It's the alligator clip one. It's just, yeah, I'm here. So Saturday, we're having a bunch of people over. It seems like the closer it gets to the day, the more people want to come over. But should be fun for the fight. Habib versus Connor. Who you got? Who you got? On camera, who you got?
You know, I've been fearing for a long time that Khabib was just going to maul Connor, and his wrestling, Connor wouldn't be able to handle it. But the more and more it gets closer to fight day, and I hear Connor, I think about his experience and how good his hands are, I think Connor's going to do just fine, and I definitely have Connor winning. And
what do you call it? Call around. What you got in rounds?
I do see the first round knockout as a possibility, but I'm feeling round 2.
Round 2 knockout. Conor,
Yeah.
you gotta say it.
All right, round 2 knockout Conor. I guess.
I get what, boy. Damn, dude, you gotta get your speaking up because look at how high my tone is, and then like talk how you're talking.
I have a very monotone voice.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I'm gonna sound like a fucking asshole on this, but whatever, I am.
I'm gonna try to use this podcast to get better at speaking.
So I think I keep flip flopping between Conor and Khabib. Like, it's such a 50-50 fight for me. Like, I've been a fan of the sport for roughly like 4 years, probably by now, if not more. And I've cheered both of them on through multiple fights, and it's just so hard for me because I love both of them so much. Like, I know I got this Conor shit on right now because, you know, it's dope as shit. It's got all his tattoos on it and shit. Back one, fucking arm one, whatever. But, like, man, it's just such an even fight to me because, like, they're so scary for each other. You know what I mean? Like, if Khabib gets cracked with that left, bro, with them 4 ounces on, I don't know, man.
It's the thing, like...
I don't see it going like Jose did.
No.
I see it more like Eddie, like how Eddie was. I feel it'll be like that. Like, you know, Khabib's really mentally strong, and like everyone always brings up Conor's like mental warfare, and like I didn't think it'd ever get to Khabib, especially with like the low amount of time to the fight, like the sloppy last second press conferences. But like he just seems to get more and more irritated. I don't know if that's getting in his head as much as he did other people.
Well, he's having a really good weight cut, but I still think the weight cut's affecting him mentally. Well, like
it does anyone.
I know
because they drain all that weight from water, man.
But like you
dehydrate your brain.
You take even though he's having a good weight cut, but you add on top like it's the biggest fight in UFC history against Conor McGregor, who's picking at him verbally.
See,
I think that's kind of adding on to it.
See, I think like Conor missing the press conference today. I think Conor had a really, really good chance because they had a press conference 2 days before the fight. They never do that. Like, that being that close to the fight with all those fans there and Conor being able to talk shit in Khabib's face, like, obviously the fans were bothering Khabib. Could you imagine how much they would rile him up? Just rile Khabib up every time Conor said some bullshit about his father or shitting on Bus or whatever, dude. Like, I don't know. Khabib seemed very irritated, and he even admitted that, you know, he's like, I'm nervous. He's like, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't bothered or nervous. But he's like, he's the first one to admit it. Everyone else denies that Conor's not getting in their head. He's like, it's bothering me. He bothers me. I don't like it. It's more than a fight for me, you know? Like, I don't like this guy at all. They're both very vocal about that. I think Khabib being realistic about it, I think he has a great team around him at AKA. Like, they're telling him, you see the videos of his coach? They're like, if he gets you mad, he wins. He's in your head, he wins. You know what I mean? I think if any camp could come out and really perform like they always do as AKA, I mean, they have Daniel Cormier, 2-weight champion, basically undefeated. I mean, it's John fucking Jones. Who beats him? You got fucking Luke Rockhold, great champion, beat a lot of tough guys. I mean, yeah, he's been knocked out by a lot of tough guys, but that doesn't take away from the savagery of that man. Then you got Cain Velasquez. Before Stipe won all those championships, he was definitely in the running for GOAT status. And then you have Khabib, just this guy that takes anyone in front of him and mauls them. I mean, a lot of people have like this argument that he hasn't beat a lot of top 5, top 10 guys, but like, I mean, look what he did to Edson Barboza. I mean, Edson's really kick heavy, and I think it was good to pressure him like that. But in general, Edson's a top striker in the lightweight division, and like for Khabib to do that to him, like by the second round, Edson was like, fuck. That's why like all this shit just plays through my head thinking about all the fights I've watched both of them in. It's like Conor's like really is that amazing. Like if you don't watch the sport a lot, like you at least know Conor because of all the amazing things he does. Anyone can try and take that away from him. It's fucking bullshit, dude. If there's anyone that could beat each other, it's each of them. That's the thing. Like that's what makes this fight so crazy to me is that Conor could crack his ass, and Conor actually has good takedown defense. But I mean, if Khabib rides that motherfucker, if he takes him down, he'll ride him for 5 rounds. He will ride his ass for 5 rounds.
Well, something that I'm sure you heard of on like Chael Sonnen's podcast, he said that the mistake that a lot of Khabib's opponents make is they just try to get up after they get taken down. He keeps wrestling them back down and beating the shit out of them. So
I think Eddie Bravo said that first, I believe. He's been saying that for like a year. But yeah, I get what you mean.
I'd be curious to see like someone who gets taken down and then like tries, some like
fighting him on the ground.
Yeah, fighting him on the ground, some jiu-jitsu, goes for a submission, tries to like.
Yeah, but like even if you go for a submission, like he looks so strong on the ground, like he really just like his consciousness on the ground, his body feel on the ground is so amazing. Like he makes it so effortless. Like look at the Michael Johnson fight. Not only his submission with that fucking Kimura dude. That Kimura was nasty, dude. His arm was about to snap in fucking half. But like just how like instantly took him down, ran the cage, fucking triangled his legs. He stuck his legs. He fucking ripped his legs up so he couldn't move. Tucked one arm and just beat the fuck out of him, dude. It was like I felt like he could have submitted him way earlier, right? But he just whooped his ass with barely enough to keep the judge from the ref from stopping it with that one hand to defend it while he's tucking the other one, beating that ass. Like he did that to Michael Johnson and Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza is a legit Brazilian black belt, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's from fucking Brazil, right? Like look at what he did to him, dude. Plus he's a pretty big guy for the division. Khabib's a pretty big guy for the division.
Yeah.
Like he used to cut from like what? Probably 190. I'm guessing. Like,
I've heard
he used
people
to
say
be fat.
around 200.
200? Holy fuck.
And that's what I was gonna bring up about like Michael Johnson, because I mean he's fighting at featherweight right now, so maybe that definitely had something to play into it.
Well, Conor fought at featherweight too. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like some guys could get down to that weight, but like
it's
I don't know. That's this fight. Like I cannot call it. Like for the life of me, I cannot. It's like if it's stoppage, I'm going Conor first, Khabib third. Khabib submission, and Conor knockout second.
I think.
Did I say first? I meant second by Conor. Second Conor, third Khabib.
If it's a submission or TKO by Khabib, I feel like it's going to be 4th or 5th round. I feel like Conor's going to know something to like ride it out for a while.
Yeah, I know, but like I just feel like okay, see, you're right. It could play out so many ways, and that's what I love about MMA, because as soon as you think you know what's going to happen, the opposite happens. A great example of that is Stipe versus Cormier. I would have never guessed that Daniel Cormier would have knocked the fuck out of Stipe. I was like, dude, it blew my mind. I sat there for like 5 minutes. I was at the bar like this. I could not believe it. I was like, and to say that DC's not in the running for GOAT status is bullshit. Like, I think he's GOAT. Like, dude, he knocked the best heavyweight ever out. The most title defenses ever, Stipe.
It's just people hang the John Jones thing over him.
Yeah, but I mean, shit, man. John Jones is GOAT too, man. It's hard. There's many. There's got to be a word for more than one GOAT. Some of the greatest of all time. Like, there's so many you can name in there. Like, before Conor fucking starched the fuck out of Jose, and then Max Holloway. Max Holloway twice TKO'd fucking Jose Aldo. Like, beat the fuck out of him, dude. Max Holloway's a savage. Oh my god, I hope he moves up. There's so many good fights for him there. Oh, when he stepped in to fight Khabib, I wanted that so fucking bad. Like, another thing that's been blowing my mind in MMA is like weight cuts. Like, when usually like you have this perspective of a fighter off their weight division, like you're like, oh, they look like this. Dude, have you ever seen Max Holloway next to fucking Tyron Woodley? Max is the same fucking size as him, dude. It blows your mind. It blows your fucking mind. Like, if you're an MMA fan, whatever or not, look that up. Their weight divisions are separated by 25 pounds. 25 pounds. Well, that's fucking crazy, dude.
A good example of that is like when they have the fighters sitting on the couch together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Like Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega's a big dude.
And so is like Dominic Cruz.
Yeah,
he's a big dude.
Yeah, especially. Sean O'Malley, tall dude for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a string bean, but fuck, dude, he's a tall guy.
It sucks that he's not gonna fight.
Yeah, that does suck.
He seems like one of the next really big stars. He said he was.
Especially if
gonna
he keeps winning like he does. Like, look at that last fight he had.
Yeah.
Couldn't even stand up. He's like, sure, Sean O'Malley. He's like, yeah. What do you gotta say? I fucking love you, Joe Rogan. I fucking love you too.
That's a legendary moment.
Yeah, that is.
If you look back, because
Yeah.
that's the only
Fighting
time that's ever happened. The
Yeah.
winner on the ground being interviewed.
Yeah, it's like Nate Diaz was like, how can't you walk out of the octagon but you won the fight? I love that motherfucker too. I cannot. Him versus Dustin Poirier. Oh my god, that's a great fight. Holy shit. It is such. If you are not a fan of sport, it is such a good fucking time to get in on it because there's so many crazy fights going on, so many crazy fights to make, so many big stars right now. You can name so many good people. Like for people who say the sport peaked back in the day with Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz. Now is the fucking time because you're seeing these super freak athletic kids coming in, fucking just beating the fuck. It's proven time and time again. They're whooping old fighters' asses. Like that era of fighter, they will tell you they're like these kids are just too tough. Look, you got Kelvin Gastelum, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, Khabib Nurmagomedov, John Jones, Owen St. Preux. Like you could go on and on about all these amazing fighters that there are. Anthony Smith, he's been fighting forever. Guys, we went to 225 in Chicago. One of the best days of my fucking life, if not the best. Amazing. And not to mention, like for most sports, you know. Not that MMA isn't a team sport in a way that you train with team and but when you go in and perform, you're alone. And you think of a team sport and think of the biggest star on that team. How easy is it to meet them or shake their hand or take a picture with them? It's not very easy. Or even one of the biggest stars, not even just the biggest. It's not very easy to have access to them personally. UFC, MMA, we met some fucking legends. I talked to fighters in the crowd. They let me have pictures, shake their hands and everything. Like, super down to earth and a really accessible sport, I feel.
I think that's because they don't get paid a lot.
You think that's why?
In comparison to other sports, they do not get paid shit, and I don't understand it because you look at like Major League Baseball, and you just have...
They play like 200 and something days out of the year, though.
Yeah, which they shouldn't because it's...
And they sell out stadiums, all the time.
Sell out stadiums? Have you ever seen like a game of a team?
Okay, I guess, yeah. We're not talking the fucking whatever. What's the Texas team's name?
Texas Rangers.
The Rangers. Have you seen a Rangers game? Holy shit, there are no fans there. But
like, they pay so many athletes stupid money. Like 4 years, $165 million.
No, like I do think the pay scale is very unfair.
But I don't
Especially when you
understand.
look at other combat sports and it's more towards the fighters because those are the ones performing. The promotion does a lot of work, but they shouldn't make the lion's share. I do not think. I don't think that at all either.
But I don't understand how they're not making that much money because like anyone that I talk to who's a guy. Anyone who I talk to that's a guy, like, they're usually into MMA. Like, for this Conor Khabib fight, it's not a question of, like, you don't go up to someone who's a guy, at least I don't, and say, hey, are you watching it? You say, where are
who
you
got?
Like,
who you
got or where are you watching it at?
Yeah.
That's how big this fight is. It's like, you don't even have
Yeah,
to
but
ask.
this is a special one, you know what I mean?
I know, but, like...
I mean, look at the shitty buys at the one we went to. Like, how does it get, as an MMA fan, how did it get better than 225? You had Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero, Alistair Overeem, Curtis Blades, Holly Holm versus Megan Anderson. Like, dude, how does it get better? You look at the prelims, Rashad Evans, Anthony Smith. Rashad's a fucking legend, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, then the UFC just has to rethink how they make money because they have so many...
Benavidez Pettis, dude.
I know. And
that's fucking great. Like, every fight on this, we couldn't have got a better card. Like, the longer it went, the better the card got. Like,
and no one backed out.
Good. No one backed out. It was such a good card. It only did 180,000 buys, dude. That's fucked up. That's why. Like, I think one thing I've noticed since WME has taken over is that promotion is very last second. For every card, even this one. Look at this card. promotion isn't set out a month before. It's set out 2 weeks before a fight. Like, I mean, granted, a lot of people are going to buy this fight, but that's just because of the magnitude of it. Everyone knows Conor. Everyone's heard of Khabib by now, you know? Like, everyone's built it up. There's so many other sub-videos of this. But, like, it's not like that for every card. You need to promote your cards, and they're just not doing that.
Yeah. And
it's bothering me because, like, this sport has done nothing but grow, but it has a potential to grow even more because, like I said earlier, it's the perfect time to be a fucking fan. It really is.
the way, like, I described it to my brother, like, being into mixed martial arts right now, like with Conor McGregor, it's like being into basketball when Michael Jordan was playing.
That's how it is, yeah.
Like
It's like boxing when Ali was there. I mean, look what MMA's done to boxing. Look at what it's done to boxing.
well, also, like, isn't
It
there a
kicked-
lot of corruption in boxing?
Yeah, there is, but it kicked boxing's teeth in because people are like, whoa. Like, if you could do one more thing in a boxing ring, almost say MMA guy, boxing guy, almost every time, if you gave the MMA guy one more tool, it's game over. Whether it be his elbows, his fucking knees, his fucking legs, whatever, it's game over. Like, can you imagine if they even allowed punching legs? Like, those guys don't condition their legs to be hit. Like,
Yeah.
they're dude. MMA fighters are savages, dude. On the lowest level, even those guys are going in there, getting their fucking brain hit, their head hit, their fucking kidneys hit. Any part of your body's getting hit that's not your fucking dick or the fucking spine. Like,
How do you think that boxing came to be? To
Like-
where, like, they agreed only punching?
because that used to be like, you know, the way you fought. No one thought about kicking. No one knew how to properly kick in Westworld. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was just such, like, I think it has to do a lot with economy and where it was. I remember back in history, they told us that Abe Lincoln was known to be a good fighter, but that was it wasn't, like, actually throwing fit, it was, like, wrestling.
He also slept with dudes.
Abe Lincoln slept with fucking guys?
I've heard it before.
Who told you that? Where's your source? You can't say, old Abe, Mr. I'm on the penny and the 5. Which are the two most random, like, the penny's the most useless fucking coin.
Take me to fucking court.
Take me to court. Do you have fucking proof? You can't say Honest Abe was sleeping with dudes. Where'd you hear that?
I'm not, when I say sleeping, I mean literally sleeping. I'm not saying.
Oh,
butt,
like, I
I'm
thought
not
you
saying
meant, like,
butt fucking. But yeah, I've heard that a lot. I've
You
heard
just-
that
I
on
mean,
TV. I mean,
what?
I'm
You
not.
got a channel in there? Shout out Travel Channel?
I think it was Travel Channel.
It's a lie for sure. It was True TV where everything's reality. One of the beer.
Sure, I'll need one.
I'm like, wow, that fucking water's dumb as hell.
But anyways, what were we saying?
We were talking about the fights.
But how did Abraham Lincoln get brought up?
Because I was saying how Abraham Lincoln used to be a good fighter, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
back in the day that was wrestling. Like, so
Uh-oh. Let's stop again.
I'll just stop though, so we call it. Yeah.
We back out
The,
there?
the fucking mic fucked up again. But
First day.
yeah, Abraham Lincoln slept in the same bed as guys. I think, according to Luke.
It's bad.
That's a strong claim, but
See, I wish I lived back in the day where you couldn't fact check anything.
yeah, right. They're believing anything, just lying. I would lie through my teeth, dude. I'd be that motherfucker selling snake oil, like, cures cancer, fuckers.
I'd be saying I was related to like I'd be saying I'm related to Conor McGregor. I put on the most bullshit.
I believe it with the beard. I don't know.
Give me that sweatshirt.
Like it's a family crest.
You gotta let me pose with that. With my sunglasses on.
Your
Fair
sunglasses. You're gonna look like the baby from fucking from Hangover. Like, what was his name? Carlos. They called him Carlos.
I don't fucking remember those. But yeah, what?
These are actually pretty good. Are they cheap?
Yeah,
How
I
much
got
are
after taxes $13 for a 12-pack.
No, that's not bad
Yeah,
at all. That's pretty good. I like that. I might drink this more often.
I like the beer that they sell up in like Wisconsin, Michigan, around that area.
I think I know this is brewed by like a big name, but I can't remember who. But it's still good because like what most big places do is that they'll buy breweries or they'll buy recipes. I'm pretty sure. And then also, like, if they see a trend catching on, even if it's a small trend, they'll fucking copy it. That's why, like, for a long time, I didn't drink, like, any Bud Light, Coors Light. And then I was like, fuck this, it's getting expensive. Expensive. And then we went to that Coors factory, and I just... Anytime I go... That shit works. They give you a free tour, and for some reason, I know where that's made, so now I buy a Coors every time. I liked Coors before that, but, like, now it's just, like, there's no other... Like, if I buy a cheap beer, it's fucking... Brr.
Well, I mean,
it's fucking Coors for sure.
When you buy a Coors now, at least for me, like the banquet style ones, I think about going out to Colorado. I think about how much fun I had out there.
Yeah, Colorado's fucking awesome. We're definitely going back there. Like I wanted to go back to Florida, but like not as bad as I want to go back to Colorado. Like I want to go nature Colorado this time. Like I know we did a little bit shit in nature, but I want to do like some more hiking and like I want to get a boat to fish this time. Like those ladies had like we went fishing, didn't catch a damn thing, and like I tried so hard. Got some great videos though, but and in the middle of the fucking mountains, couldn't fucking beat that. But these two old ladies come in by themselves, like they took a boat out themselves and everything. I mean, that was just crazy to me. I've never seen that before. It was like a speedboat too, not like a speedboat, but like they had a fucking nice motor on that bitch. It would go fast, and they came back with like a fucking cooler of fish, a cooler of rainbow trout and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm jealous. Like, I just wanted to catch one fish. I didn't even want to, like, take it or anything. I was going to throw it right back, but, like, I just wanted to catch a trout because we don't have trout here. Or if we do, I've never fucking heard of it.
There's trout out here.
Is it really? Not like that, though.
No.
Not like those
definitely.
trout. Like, Illinois trout, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the more I travel, the more I realize Illinois is the shittiest place. Like, the shittiest state.
Aside
like,
from Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
We're 49.
1 second. I do 50 Nebraska, 49 Illinois for sure. I'm sorry. Fuck Nebraska.
No, we beat Indiana, I think, because we have Chicago.
Yeah, have you been to Indianapolis?
Yes, once for a concert.
Yeah. Fucking me and Sean got that's a story for another time. If we ever have Sean on here, I'll tell that fucking story. You know that story, right?
I think he told it to me, but I don't know specifically what. Just say it. Don't live by cliff.
Okay. So, yeah, whatever. Sean's not gonna give a shit. So, like, Sean, like me and Sean back in the day, we were really big into gaming and everything. And on Xbox, he met a kid named Gordon, and that was his like best Xbox friend. And you know, I mean, I became friends with that kid. He was a cool kid. But Gordon introduced Sean to a girl that lived by Gordon. So this is in, I want to say Montana. I'm going to say Montana. It's Montana for sure. And like Sean would talk to her and everything and got her number and they would text. This was back when like you'd slide up on your phone. You would text these honeys, you know, like Xbox 360 days. So Sean would text her and like 7 years later, she's like, Sean, I'm going to be in Indianapolis. Come see me. Sean calls me up. Betty, what's up? What are you doing this weekend? I have work. Call off. All right. I'll call off. We go to Indianapolis in his Ford Fiesta. This thing's falling apart. Been through every party you could think of. Hitting sick jumps and drifts in a fucking 3-cylinder car. Take it all the way there. We get there at night. The night before she gets there. We didn't buy a hotel or a motel or anything. Spur of the moment. Told Sean and Benny move right here. This motherfucker. We're sleeping. We're like, damn, we need somewhere to sleep in the city. I was like, oh, dude, there's a parking garage right here, in this hospital parking garage, right? So, you know, it took a few hours. I want to say it took like 5-6 hours. Could be wrong on that. I'd say 5 and 6, but you know, my memory could be fooling me. So we're like, fuck, we're tired. It's in the middle of the night. So Sean reclines his seat back and starts going to bed. I do the same, but you know, I couldn't really sleep. It's a fucking car, a Ford Fiesta at that. And I'm laying back and like my eyes are peered open a little bit trying to sleep. You know, I look, I thought I seen smoke in the front, so I opened my eyes. I'm like, I was like, Sean, I think your car's smoking. He gets out, he's freaking the fuck out, running all around, he pops the fucking hood. He looks under there. It's fucking empty. His fucking coolant is dead ass empty, so his car is overheating. His engine has no coolant. He turns it off, and we're like, fuck, we can't move it. It's gonna ruin the engine. So this nurse walks out, like we're in the parking garage of a hospital, obviously. Nurse walks out, we're like, where's the nearest gas station? They're like, she's like, she gives us all these directions. Go left here, down this street, down right, down. Okay. Me and Sean both look at each other like, you know? No. Didn't remember what the fuck she said. Next dude comes out. Guy about a little older than us at the time. He was probably like 23. We're like, hey man, can you show us where the nearest gas station is? And he starts giving us all sorts of fucking directions. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll take you guys. We're like, really? He's like, yeah. Fucking carrying an umbrella. Not raining at all, by the way. Didn't rain the whole way we drove down there. Fucking, we're walking. He's like, so what's your guy's name? I'm like, well, I'm Benny and this is Sean. He's like, I'm Butters. We're like, Butters? He's like, yeah. I was like, that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, you guys smoke? We're like, nah, man. Thank you, though. He's like, no problem. It starts fucking downpouring rain. He pops the umbrella open. No room for two guys, especially some big dude. This is me and Sean's bigger days. This is Big Sean, you know. This is Big Ben, you know what I'm saying? Many pounds ago. This like me and Sean combined lost enough weight to be a healthy human. Like over 100. Sean's lost 100-some pounds. I lost 50. So like at least 150. That's like a healthy human right there.
To a straw weight.
Yeah. Cutting weight. And anyways, we keep walking. We're talking to this dude, and like you know me, I'm paranoid as fuck. So like before I go anywhere, I always research how dangerous it is. This is such a white part of me right here. Like I don't do this anymore, but like I used to back in the day. I was really paranoid, and I was like, you know, how safe is Indianapolis? You know, like, and it was like, oh, it's pretty fucking dangerous, you know, and like there's a place called the Red Zone where a majority of the murders happen and everything. So we're walking with Butters, and I'm like, hey, before I came here, I seen there was like a place called the Red Zone. And I was like, where's that at? He's like, oh, you're in it. I'm like, what? He's like, oh yeah, you're in it. He's like, you're not really supposed to. He's like, you know, we're good right here, but he's like, if you go down to 42nd and beyond, just don't go there. I'm like, what street are we on? And we were on like fucking 30 something, I think. We were in like 20, like late 20s or like early 30s in the streets. I'm like, that's not far. He's like, oh hell no, it's not. He's like, my sister used to stay out there and seen a bunch of shit. And he told us, like, I can't remember, like he was telling us about the homelessness and stuff. And I remember he told us, he was like, yeah, y'all know lightning, right? And I was like, yeah, I know lightning. And he's like, yeah, my baby mama got struck by lightning. It melted her jewelry. I was like, holy shit, did she live? He's like, oh yeah, she's got some weird ass scars now. So we finally get to a gas station. Won't give us coolant. They close the gas stations. They lock them up, and they have like a little cigarette window with like one of those slide things underneath it, where you could slide cigarettes and swishers or whatever the fuck, dip, whatever you want. And I'm like, can you put it by the door? We run all the way to the street with our hands up, and then you lock the door and we come get it. We'll give you the money first. She's like, no, I can't do that. Next one was closed, so our only option was Walgreens. So we went to Walgreens, got the coolant, got back to the car. We're like, yeah, but like, we're like, where the fuck are we gonna sleep now? I don't know why we didn't just stay at that fucking hospital, dude. Like, we drove around for a while. I don't know why we didn't stay at the hospital. I can't think about it now. Like, there was no reason not to. No one told us not to. We slept in a Walgreens parking lot. That Walgreens that we bought it from, in the red zone of Indianapolis, where a majority of the fucking murders and shootings happen, are two fat white asses, right? Yeah. And fucking, so we go to bed. We go to bed again, and I'm finally drifting off to sleep. I had a snow hat, put it over my eyes, laid down. We turned the car off. I go to bed fully. All of a sudden, I wake up. All I hear is, ah! Ah! I'm like, head on my eyes. I'm like, dude, I thought we were getting shot. I thought like a homeless dude. I thought a fucking homeless guy was trying to break in or something, dude. That's all I could think about, man. I was ready, bro. I was ready for whatever was there. I wake up. Sean had a bad fucking, fuck you. Sean had a bad fucking dream. That's what I was like, dude, what's going on? Dude, he literally kicked the fucking door open and shit, dude. I was like, dude, what's going on? What's going on? I was like ready to defend myself any way I could. Sean's like, yeah, I had a bad dream. I'm like, you son of a... It's bloody murder, he's screaming. Bloody fucking murder, this kid is screaming. Bloody fucking murder. And that's what he does to me. Sorry, I was getting scared because that froze, so I was like, fuck, I gotta redo it. Holy shit, I am drunk!
So wait.
What? What the fuck were we talking about before this?
Wait, so that was the end? I thought you were gonna say something crazy.
Oh, well, like, I have more to say about the day, but I guess I gotta ask Sean permission about that, but...
Ask him permission?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just talk about your friend when he's not there. You can't be putting that on the internet, that forever echoing. You can never delete something from the internet.
Is there something bad about him?
No. Just something I wouldn't be comfortable sharing without his... Maybe he would think it was nothing. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's nothing like juicy, but I'm not going to share it.
Cause, I mean, I thought you were going to say like someone was actually breaking in.
Oh, no, dude. It was just him having a bad dream. And then we woke up after that. We were just up after that because it was such a fucking traumatic event.
Yeah, see, we're gonna have to get Sean down here to approve some shit.
Yeah, seriously, because I could go on a million stories with that kid. One time, me and Sean went to we were going to a party, one of our friends' party. It was in a town over, probably 2 towns over, and he used to have this really piece of shit Ford Taurus. I don't know what year it was. It was a piece of shit. He called it Betsy. I love that car. I could tell you a fucking 3 podcasts worth of stories in that car, but I remember, I believe we got off work, he picks me up, we start driving, we had the windows rolled down, you know, all of a sudden, the windows break, we're like, oh shit, it starts pouring down rain on our way to this party. I'm like, fuck dude, it's fucking rain, we're gonna be soaked. He cranks music. We just rip our fucking shirts off, dude. It was the most bro shit ever. Just screaming the whole way there. No reason. Got there, dude. It was one of the best nights of my fucking life. Now that I think back on it, dude.
Damn.
I remember.
How old were you?
Fuck, dude. Probably no older than 16, I'd say. 16, 17. It was a fucking great time, dude. It was so awesome. I can remember that night clear as fucking day. I remember our friend Big Country, Tyler Allen.
I was going to say Roy Nelson.
Big Country, Tyler Allen. He brought a fucking taser that night. He was chasing me with it. Dude, I was so scared.
Oh my
God. We're talking big.
I would shit myself.
Dude, we're talking big, Ben. You know what I'm saying? Like big, Benny. I hopped a fence in one jump. A gate fence in one fucking jump, dude. Big Country, I know you remember that fucking night. If you see this, you son of a bitch. I know you remember that shit. I know you do.
That's some scary shit, man. Don't do that.
Well, I think this is enough. I think we've done a lot here. I'm pretty drunk. We should probably go change our laundry.
All right.
Till next time, my friends. Cheers.